श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। सहस्रशीर्षं देवं विश्वाक्षं विश्वशम्भुवं विश्वं नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदं विश्वतः परमान् नित्यं विश्वं नारायणगुं हरिं विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्तद्विश्वमुपजीवति पतिं विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगुं शाश्वतगुं शिवमच्युतं नारायणं महाज्ञेयं विश्वात्मानं परायणं नारायणपरो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायणः परः नारायणपरं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं नारायणः परः नारायणपरो ध्याता ध्यानं नारायणः परः यच्च किञ्चिज्जगत् सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा अन्तर्बहिश्च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणस्थितः अनन्तमव्ययं कविगुं समुद्रेन्तं विश्वशम्भुवम् पद्मकोशप्रतीकाशगुं हृदयं चाप्यधोमुखम् अधो निष्ट्यापितस्त्यान्ते नाभ्यामुपरि तिष्ठति ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महत् सन्ततगुं शिलाभिस्तुलम्बत्याकोशसन्निभम् तस्यान्ते सुशिरगुं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितम् तस्य मध्ये महानग्निर्विश्वार्चिर्विश्वतोमुखः सोऽग्रभुग्विभजन् तिष्ठन्नाहारमजरः कविः तिर्यगूर्ध्वमदशायी रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अनीयोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः नीलतो यदमध्यस्ताद्विद्युल्लेखेव भास्वरा नीवारशूकवत्तन्वी पीताभास्वत्यनूपमा तस्या शिखाया मध्ये परमा आत्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्मः स शिवः स हरिः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् ऋतगुं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ तद्ब्रह्म ॐ तद्वायुः ॐ तदात्मा ॐ तत्सत्यम् ॐ तत्सर्वम् ॐ तत्पुरोर्नमः अन्तश्चरति भूतेषु गुहायां विश्वमूर्तिषु त्वं यज्ञस्त्वं वषट्कारस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं ब्रह्मस्त्वं प्रजापतिः त्वं तदाप आपो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः सुवरोम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु
उय्यालेलूगुमा श्री सत्यसाई उय्यालेलूगुमा श्री सत्यसाई आत्मडोलितलोन आनन्ददायी
शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ओम श्री भगवान सत्य साई बाबाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सत्य स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सत्य धर्मपरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान वरदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सत्पुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सत्य गुणात्मने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान साधुवर्धनाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान साधुजन पोषणाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वजन प्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वशक्तिमूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वेशाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वसंग परित्यागिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वान्तर्यामिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान महिमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान महेश्वर स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान प्रतिग्रामोद्भवाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान प्रतिक्षेत्र निवासिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान यशकाय श्रीनिवासिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान जोड़ी आदिपल्ली सोमप्पाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भरद्वाज ऋषिगोत्राय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अवान्तरात्मने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अवतार मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वभय निवारिणे नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आभस्तंभ सूत्राय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अभयप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान रत्नाकर वंशोद्भवाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान श्री साई वेद शक्ति अवताराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान शंकराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान श्री साई मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री भगवान द्वारकामाई वासिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान चित्रावती तटपुटपत्ति विहारिणे नमः। ओम श्री भगवान शक्ति प्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान शरणागत त्राणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आनन्ददाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आतत्राणपरायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अनाथनाथाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् असहाय सहायाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् लोकबान्धवाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् लोकरक्षापरायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् लोकनाथाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् दीनजनपोषणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् मुक्तित्रयस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् मुक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् कलुषविदूराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् करुणाकराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वाधाराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वहृदयवासिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् पुण्यबलप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वपापशेखराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वरोगनिवारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वबाधहराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आनन्दमुदकर्तनाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आदिशक्तये नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अपरूपशक्तिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अव्यक्तरूपिणे नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् कामक्रोधध्वंसिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् कनकाम्बरधारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अद्भुतचर्याय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आपद्बान्धवाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् प्रेमात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् प्रेममूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् प्रेमप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् प्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तप्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तमन्दाराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तजनहृदयविहाराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तजनहृदयालयाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तपराधीनाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तिज्ञानप्रदीपाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तिज्ञानप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् शून्यानमार्गदर्शकाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् ज्ञानस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् गीताबोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् ज्ञानसिद्धिदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सुन्दररूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् पुण्यपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् परप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् प्राणपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अतीताय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् कालातीताय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सिद्धिरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सिद्धसङ्कल्पाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आरोग्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अन्नवस्त्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् संसारदुःखशेखराय नमः।
ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वाभीष्टप्रदाय नमः।
ॐ श्री भगवान् कल्याणगुणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् कर्मध्वंसिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् साधुमानसशोभिताय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वमतसम्मदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् साधुमानसपरिशोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् साधुगानुग्रहवटपुष्पप्रतिष्ठापकाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सकलसंशयहराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सकलतत्त्वबोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् योगीश्वराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् योगीन्द्रवन्दिताय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वमङ्गलकराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वसिद्धिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आपनिवारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आर्तिहराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् शान्तमूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सुलभप्रसन्नाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् श्री सत्यसाई बाबाय नमः। ॐ
लंबोदरा गणनाथ गजानन लंबोदरा पशुपति तनया सिद्धि विनायक पशुपति तनया सिद्धि विनायक पशुपति तनया सिद्धि विनायक पशुपति तनया सिद्धि विनायक प्रणवाकारा शंभो नंदन प्रणवाकारा शंभो नंदन आदिपुरीशा पाहि गजानन आदिपुरीशा पाहि गजानन आदिपुरीशा पाहि गजानन आदिपुरीशा पाहि गजानन हे शिवनंदन लंबोदरा गणनाथ गजानन पार्वती नंदन पशुपति तनया सिद्धि विनायक प्रणवाकारा शंभो नंदन आदिपुरीशा पाहि गजानन हे शिवनंदन हे शिवनंदन लंबोदरा गणनाथ गजानन
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
साई करेमु
राम रहीम कृष्ण करेमु
राम रहीमु कृष्ण करेमु
राम रहीम कृष्ण करेमु
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
साई ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेशा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
श्री गुरु प्रतिवासा
अल्लाह भी तुम हो मौला भी तुम हो
मौला भी तुम हो
सौराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु भी तुम हो
सौराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु भी तुम हो
राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम
राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम
राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम
राम रहीम कृष्ण करीम श्री गुरु
जगज्जननी साई माता देवी जगज्जननी साई माता जगज्जननी साई माता।
साई नाम बोलो गोविंद नाम बोलो
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 महादेव बोलो जय पांडुरंग बोलो
महावीर बोलो जय पांडुरंग बोलो
महादेव बोलो जय पांडुरंग बोलो
महावीर बोलो जय पांडुरंग बोलो
साई नाम बोलो गोविंद नाम बोलो
साई नाम बोलो गोविंद नाम बोलो
राम कृष्ण बोलो जय बुद्ध साई बोलो राम कृष्ण बोलो
जय बुद्ध साई बोलो
राम कृष्ण बोलो जय बुद्ध साई बोलो
राम कृष्ण बोलो जय बुद्ध साई बोलो
सौराष्ट्र महावीर येसु 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 साई बोलो
अल्लाह साई बोलो मौला 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 साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति दाई सत्य साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति साई सत्य साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति दाई सत्य साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति साई सत्य साई बोलो
साई नाम बोलो गोविंद नाम बोलो
साई नाम बोलो गोविंद नाम बोलो
महादेव बोलो जय पांडुरंग बोलो
महावीर बोलो जय पांडुरंग बोलो
साई नाम बोलो गोविंद नाम बोलो
साई नाम बोलो गोविंद नाम बोलो
राम कृष्ण बोलो जय बुद्ध साई बोलो
राम कृष्ण बोलो जय बुद्ध साई बोलो
सौराष्ट्र महावीर येसु साई बोलो
सौराष्ट्र महावीर येसु साई बोलो
अल्लाह साई बोलो मौला 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 साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति दाई सत्य साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति साई सत्य साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति दाई सत्य साई बोलो
प्रेम साई शांति साई सत्य साई बोलो
गोविंद बोलो गोपाल 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 बोलो साई शांति साई सत्य साई बोलो
हे राम नारायण वनमाली वासुदेवा जगन्मोहन राधा रमणा
Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord,
शरवणा शिवकुमारा
शरवणा शिवकुमारा
शरवणा शिवकुमारा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
सुब्रह्मण्या कार्तिकेया कदिर्वेला
सुब्रह्मण्या कार्तिकेया कदिर्वेला
सुब्रह्मण्या कार्तिकेया कदिर्वेला
सुब्रह्मण्या कार्तिकेया कदिर्वेला
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा
शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा
ॐ शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा
ॐ शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा
शरवणा शिवकुमारा
शरवणा शिवकुमारा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
सुब्रह्मण्या कार्तिकेया कदिर्वेला
सुब्रह्मण्या कार्तिकेया कदिर्वेला
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
षण्मुगनाथा जय जय षण्मुगनाथा
शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा
ॐ शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा
ॐ शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा
ॐ शरणं शरणं षण्मुगनाथा शरवणा शिवकुमारा
those of you who don't know me, my name is Jitesh Patel, Region 1 Vice President. It's my great pleasure today to introduce to you Brother Mahesh Narayan. Brother Mahesh needs no introduction, as he's been a familiar face in the UK Sai community. Both Brother Mahesh and his wife were born into Sai families, and his father-in-law, Professor Narendra, was the first principal of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Brindavan campus. Brother Mahesh has been involved in the SSE in the UK for almost 30 years, starting from Scotland, where he was the Glasgow Centre Coordinator, to many parts of the UK, including being Region 6 President. He's also been a visiting doctor at Swami's hospitals in Parthi and Brindavan for years. By profession, he is an ENT surgeon currently at Eastbourne Hospital. Whenever I've heard Brother Mahesh narrate anything, I've always been impressed by his ability to touch each and every one of us, be it youngsters to the elderly. He has a unique sense of humor that touches us all, and all of his talks tend to be very enlightening experiences. Without further ado, I pass over to Brother Mahesh. Jai Sai Ram.
Shri Sai Ram. My loving, prayerful salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved loving God. Respected elders, brothers and sisters. As a teenager, I got this brilliant brainwave one day to check if my name, my given name, was there anywhere in the Bhagavad Gita. So that was a good enough reason, as good as any other, to go through the Bhagavad Gita verse by verse. And finally, after much searching, in chapter 9, I found verse 11, which has the word Mahesh. So it is, Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. I shall give the word meaning and then take it from there. Avajananti mam mudha. They do not know me, the deluded or the foolish ones. Mudha is deluded or foolish. Manushim tanum ashritam. Tanum means form. The human form, they think I'm clad in the human form. They mistake me for that. Param bhavam ajananto. They do not know my universal, my supreme form, my supreme nature. Mama bhuta maheshwaram. I am the great Lord of all beings. This is the verse. And the Lord is describing how the ignorant perceive him. How one verse at different times of your life can give so many different meanings. This is a classic example for me. So when you read it as it was, it just talked about ignorant people. When you apply this, for instance, when we go to Swami, we all have our desires to be fulfilled, the things that we ask him for. You know, the classic story of Swami asking a couple of boys what they wanted. One of them thought for a while and said, a watch, Swami. And the other fellow scratched his head, looked at this guy, saw the beautiful watch that Swami had materialized for the first chap. And then he said, what? Swami asked him, what do you want? And then he again said, watch, Swami. And so Swami gave him a watch as well. Finally, Swami looked at both of them and said, I have come to give you so much more. And you're asking me for a watch. I mean, aren't we all like that? Don't we all behave like that? We go and ask Swami for petty cures and small promotions, as Swami has put it. We are always asking that great Supreme Lord who's come to give us so much more, such trivial things that are so transient. So that was one meaning that I came to, which thankfully Vidyu and I remembered that, and we made it a policy. I'm not saying this is a brag, please. that we wouldn't ask Swami for anything for ourselves. Then there was once a thought in my head along the journey as to how some people, some devotees who come to Swami have so much by way of his grace being showered on them. And they've been old-time devotees and they suddenly leave for whatever reason. And then there are others who stay put, and don't give up the lotus feet of the Lord. So I was wondering as to how this happened. And these are great devotees. You probably know some of them I'm talking about or thinking of. Again, on introspection and deep thought, suddenly this particular verse comes to my mind. And then I said, oh yes, they lost their awe of Swami, of the Lord. Suddenly they get deluded into believing he is just that human form, because Swami has also interacted with them in such a loving, friendly, affectionate manner. He has treated them as the best friend or like the family member. And somewhere along the way, they think they get deluded into believing that he's a man or a human being. And at that point, the paths diverge. Now, there are several reasons for this, but one of the reasons I thought was that they were, overcome by this Maya that he is just a mortal form. Now, I told you this was a verse that I looked at as a teenager. 30 years later, that is exactly 10 years ago, again, this verse took a different meaning altogether. When the Mahasamadhi happened, it is hard to believe that it is 10 years since that day. So this verse again sort of resounds in the head, saying, Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. They are deluded who think I am just encompassed in this human form. They are unaware of my supreme form, which is the Lord of all beings, not just human beings, all beings. So the Lord always is. The Lord always is. I have said this so many times before in talks, and if you find it repetitive, please forgive me. I think there was somebody had written on a wall in Paris that, God is dead, and underneath it was signed Nietzsche. That is, I think that is the pronunciation of the philosopher. Beneath that, somebody had scrawled, Nietzsche is dead, signed God. God cannot die. God always is. And as a matter of fact, Swami has very categorically said, in a Guru Purnima discourse, Swami very categorically said, faith is the most important thing, quality that we have. It is more important than reading and expounding on the Bhagavad Gita or the Upanishads. Faith is the fundamental characteristic that one must have. And we must always have the faith that God is. And in Telugu, Swami said, Devudu Unnadu. God is. And Swami says, this is a Panchakshari mantra. Panchakshari mantra, that is a 5-syllabled mantra. We otherwise call Panchakshari, when you just say Panchakshari, we mean Namah Shivaya, which we are all familiar. Namah Shivaya, five letters. So Swami says, Devudu Unnadu, or in English also, if we write it, it is 5 letters. God is. And Swami says, keep repeating that. Remember, God always is. God is. God is. So there is no question of talking about Swami was. Swami is, he is God. God always is, he's always present. The physical form comes and the physical form goes. But the most important thing is that God always is. So, talking about faith on another occasion, Swami very clearly said, again saying how important faith was, and he says the Ashtakshari mantra. The Ashtakshari mantra is Namo Narayanaya. So, and Swami says there are a couple of Ashtakshari mantras that come in the Bhagavad Gita that are more important. This is Swami's words. And he goes on to say, that is Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam. And the second one is Samshayatma Vinashyati. And he says, so long as you have the river of life flowing between these two banks of Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam, that is the one who has got Shraddha or faith, he attains Jnanam or wisdom. Wisdom again is defined. What is defined as Jnanam? It is not physics knowledge or mathematics or science or economics, but the definition for the word Jnanam is Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. Advaita Darshanam, to visualize non-duality, to realize that the Jivatma and the Paramatma are one and the same. Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. That is what Jnanam is. So that is the ultimate knowledge, highest of wisdom, to realize that we are one with God, we are God, Tattvamasi, as the Vedas say. Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. So Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam, the one who has got Shraddha or faith, he attains that highest wisdom. And the other one is Samshayatma Vinashyati. Samshaya is doubt. Samshayatma Vinashyati is the one who doubts, he is going to perish. So we should have faith to the extent that we have no doubts. We are very sure of this. Just as you are very sure of the fact that your mother is your mother, like that we should have the faith in our God. God is, God always is. So Swami is. So it's not a case of, Swami has gone away. It's just the physical form that has gone away. Swami is very much here, listening to this conversation, probably prompting me. I hope he is speaking through me. I sincerely pray. And listening through your ears. You may not see me, but I'm the light with which you see, he says. So that is how we have to stick to our faith and not waver. There's no question of dithering or moving from here to there. To stick to the path. It's called Nishta. Keep on in a straight path. That is the first thing. Now, there is another verse from the Mahanarayana Upanishad, which I would like to say. Now, we have talked about the form. Now, we are talking about the formless. We are talking, you see, the Supreme Paramatma, the great Lord of the universe, took on the vesture of a human being so that we could have a connection, heart-to-heart connection with him, rather than talking about an abstract God. That's why the avatar came down. The avatar came down so that we could have darshan, sparshan, and sambhashan, and which we all have been blessed with. I mean, to this day, we can hear his voice in Radio Sai. We can have darshan, we see the picture and we see the form that Supreme Lord took. We touch his feet and take his blessings. So we had darshan, sparshan, and sambhashan so that we could form that connection, bond of heart to heart, love to love, from the Lord to us, rather than him being some abstract being or somebody from a Ravi Verma painting, as Swami has sometimes said. We have actually seen God. That is a great blessing that we've had. So we are genuinely a very blessed lot. Darshan, sparshan, sambhashan. Now, that same form has now disappeared. And now we are talking, the Ishta has now taken us to the Paramatman. And this Paramatman, how do we see him? na sandrishe tishtati rupamasya, na chakshusha pashyati kaschanenam, hrida manisha manasabhi klipto, ya enam viduramritaste bhavanti. He says, this is from the Mahanarayana Upanishad. His form cannot be beheld. You cannot behold it. You cannot see it with your eyes. This is the Paramatman we are talking about, the Satchitananda. That Satchitananda in his infinite compassion took on that human form that we saw as Satisai. But how do we visualize it then? Hrida, in the heart, Manisha, with the high intellect, Manasabhi Klipto, by the mind that is undistracted mind. That is how we can visualize the Supreme Being. And then the verse goes on to say, Ya enam viduramritaste bhavanti. Whoever knows this, he reaches immortality. You know, there is this beautiful Vedic dictum, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. He who knows Brahman or the Supreme God becomes one with Brahman. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. So, if we are able to conceptualize the Divine Lord in our heart with an undistracted mind, then we are able to see Him. It is a subjective vision, the Supreme Lord. And the easiest way is to meditate on the form of our Swami, the name and the form of our beloved Lord, or whichever Ishta Devata we have. You know, some people may worship Krishna, some people may worship Ganesha, some people may have other Ishta Devatas. So the Ishta Devata takes us to the gateway of this Paramatman, Paramatmic bliss. So there's a little story that Swami narrates. It is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Swami says that Yashoda, the mother of Lord Krishna, goes in search of Krishna. Now, as you know, Krishna was a little child when he was with Yashoda. He leaves for Mathura by the time of he is about 9 years of age. And after that, he doesn't come back to Vrindavan. So this Lord Krishna has gone somewhere, and the mother is going looking for him, searching for him here, there, everywhere. Finally, she comes across Radha. And she says, Radha, have you seen Krishna? Now, Swami went on to say that Radha immediately closed her eyes and she meditated on Krishna. And Krishna appeared. And then Swami went on to say, Radha has gone beyond the form. Yashoda realizes at this point that Radha's love for the Lord is even greater than her maternal love, the Vatsalyam that Mother Yashoda had. She realizes and she asks Radha, please teach me how you have developed this love for Krishna. She says it's not something that anybody can teach. You know, it has to be coming from within. And we have to all learn, you know, by way of focusing on our Lord, thinking of His divine qualities, His lovely leelas, the memories that we have, the lessons that He has taught us. Meditate on Him to reach that Paramapurusha who is formless, whom we had the privilege of getting to see, to touch, to speak to as our beloved Lord. So that is a very nice thought. Now, there is another verse in the Bhagavad Gita which tells us how we are supposed to meditate on this Lord, how we have to meditate. And surprisingly, you know, as you know, Swami has always spoken about Bhagavad Gita in most discourses. There's some phrase, or, of course, Swami has written the Gita Vahini, Swami has written the, he has given the discourses, 34 discourses in 1984 on Bhagavad Gita, then the summer showers in 1979 that were entirely based on the Bhagavad Gita. But there are times when Swami takes one verse and goes word by word in that verse. And this is one such a rare occasion when he goes word by word. Swami was narrating this, it is from chapter 8 of Bhagavad Gita, verse 10. Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram Anoraniyam Anusmaredyam Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasaf Parastat. And then Swami goes on and says, Kavim. This is the way we have to meditate upon the Lord. Kavim is not just a poet. Kavi means omniscient. Kavim. So you think of the Lord, meditate upon him as the omniscient. Here I said, we are meditating on his qualities. Puranam. Puranam is not Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranam. Puranam means ancient. Before him, there was nothing. He is the very origin. Puranam. Anushasitaram. And then Swami goes on to elaborate the word. Shasanam means to rule. Most kings, prime ministers rule. But Anushasitaram, they rule the body. But he who is able to rule the mind even, that is the Supreme Lord, Anushasitaram. Anoraniyam, one who is smaller than, minuter than the atom. Anusmaredyam, he who remembers the Lord constantly like that. Sarvasya, everybody is Dhataram, the supporter of everybody, not just you and me, but he supports everybody. Sarvasya Dhataram, Achintya Rupam, whose form is inconceivable. Aditya Varnam, Tamasaf Parastat. He is effulgent like the sun. He is beyond darkness. This particular last two words, Aditya Varnam, Tamasaf Parastat, we come across in the Purusha Suktam as well. We come across it in the Shvetasvatara Upanishad as well. Likewise, the previous verse that we said in the Mahanarayana Upanishad is there in the Kathopanishad as well as in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad with minor variations. So this is Vedic truth. This is, what we call Shruti Pramanam. This is ultimate proof. This is God's word. It is there in the Bhagavad Gita as well. And our Swami has elaborated this particular verse and saying, if you are able to meditate upon the Lord with these characteristics, then you are fine. You can reach immortality. So I think we should all try. We have had the Lord himself teach us. We have had the Lord himself guide us. He guards us. And if we miss this chance, I don't know how many lifetimes more we will have to do. Let us not say, I'm going to finish these accounts in another 40 lifetimes. No. Swami once even said, don't even ask to be reborn to see Premasai avatar. Try and finish your accounts now. You've had the supreme teacher. Let us try and benefit from his teachings. He's taught us everything. There's nothing that Swami hasn't spoken about. And unlike, all the other great incarnations, here we have actually physically seen this incarnation of the Lord. We've physically seen him. We've interacted with him. And let us try and remember what he has said. Let us not be deluded into believing that he was that limited human form. He is the Lord of the universe. He is omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent. He's listening to us and he's watching over us all the time. And one thing that Swami said, which I love, which Dr. Sandweiss narrated about his daughter, she asked Swami, how do we get closer to you, Swami? And Swami said, keep talking to me. And I think that's something that children do automatically. You know, they say, Swami, this is not right. Swami, I don't like this. And, you know, at some stage we have to rekindle that inner child and continue talking to Swami. And when we continue talking to Swami, we will see and feel that presence even closer. Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Thank you, Swami, for your unconditional love and blessings, without which today's program would not have been possible. Thank you, Mahesh Uncle, for those wonderful words, where you took us through your journey of finding the meaning of your name within the Bhagavad Gita, stressing on the importance of faith that we must have, how we must strive to see the Supreme Being with an unwavering mind, and how to meditate upon the Supreme Being's qualities rather than limiting him to his physical form. In these strange times, it is a beautiful and assuring reminder that Swami is watching over us all the time. So let us keep talking to Swami so that we can continue feeling his presence. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Region 1 young adults for the beautiful musical offerings, and to all those who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring the Aradhana Mahotsavam program together. Finally, thank you to each and every one of you for joining us today, and we really hope you enjoyed the program. Our next virtual event will be the Region 1 Ishwaramba Day on Monday, the 3rd of May, and the details will be shared with you in due course. Jai Sai Ram.
Mangalam Gurudevaya, Mangalam Jnanadayine, Mangalam Partivasaya, Mangalam Satya Saine. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Samastalokaः Sukhino bhavantu. Samastalokaः Sukhino bhavantu. Samastalokaः Sukhino bhavantu.